Okay, so time to talk about the radiator, the all-in-one cooler for the CPU here. So you can tell there's 6 screws, just like if I had done 3 separate fans there that I'll have to take care of. So I'm going to get the top rail system taken out and adjusted, put this in. If I want to do it like this, I'm wondering if it'll be better to put it down further, or see, I can slide up and down actually. So this can go up and down, and it can also go left and right a little bit, but there's a lot of room up and down. Yeah, if I bring it up, it's going to put a lot more torque on that, so I might put it all the way to one side. Because this is kind of long. The tubing here is kind of long. And so if I can push this back one way, then it shortens the tubing effectively, or it makes the tubing have to go further to get to its destination. So that's probably what I'll do is right here, about like that. Left and right doesn't make as much of a difference on the torque. I might have figured that out when I get it in. So for now, I'm going to set this off to the side. Okay, so I thought I would actually stand this up. I think it's going to be a bit easier, at least to get the rails adjusted first. I might actually install the radiator with it out like this too, because then I don't have to worry about running in the motherboard, even though I've got a little room above the motherboard. It's probably just easier to do this all over here instead. All right, so that's all off. So now I can work on the radiator. One of the benefits of attaching this with the rails off of the case is that I can actually just put everything here on the ground and get everything set out instead of trying to do this hanging up in the air or with the case on its side. I can just put it all together right here. So first thing I want to point out, you're going to have 3 fans. You need to pay attention to airflow. Once again, in my case, I want the air to go up through the radiator and out through the case. So the top of the case will be here for me on this side. So this is where the airflow is going to come out of the case up to the top because heat rises. And so I want to push the air out then. So I'll pull it in the front. Part of it will go up out the top of the case then. So I'm looking at the arrows again. And just like the other fans, you can always see there's 2 arrows. One of them shows you the one that's parallel to the flow of air is going to show you which way the air goes. In this case, it's going to come up. So the back sticker again, and also where the motor is attached. That is the exhaust on the fan. So air is going to go this way out. So that means that I want this part to be up against the radiator, because then the radiator will get attached on here to the slider, and then that slider will go onto is basically attached to the top of the case. So I have 3 fans here just like this. And then as far as positionings go, I'm 90% certain I want the block to be in this configuration right here. So my motherboard would be right here in the actual build. So in that case, then I want all of the wires to be on the back side. I don't want the wires on the front side. So that's where I'm going to turn these here and put these back here. Probably put them with the wire coming literally out the back here. And then I'm just going to make that match on all the fans. Make sure I get that arrow correct on them. It doesn't hurt to just double check that arrow. Oh, I was hoping I would see that arrow on the front here when it's going to be on the bottom. It's only on one side, so you have to look for that and make sure that's okay. Yeah. In other words, look for the TT logo, in this case for the AW420. So this is the AW420 from Thermaltake. So make sure the TT logo, you can see it on the bottom here of the radiator. So the first thing I'm going to do is just attach the fans to the radiator. Again, this is why it's nice to do this outside of the case. This part you could do outside of the case regardless, though, because this is just becomes one unit. Then you're just basically assembling the components here. So this takes these really long screws here. And I'm not going to cinch these down just yet. I want to get things kind of positioned first. Okay, so I'll be right back and I'll finish this here. Okay, now all the fans are attached. Everything looks good. Double check the airflow direction is up and out. Look the same on each of those. And then, now I want to put the racks on so I can kind of, well, I'm going to leave it here just so the orientation stays the same. I need to take these sliders and I need to just space them out just like I did with the fans here. And get the radiator attached to this, and then I can go ahead and attach it to the case. And again, the flush side here, you can tell there's kind of a flush side where it's not like centered or anything. The side that's flush needs to go up. So the radiator is going to sit inside of this between the 2 rails, and it's going to be flush with these little flush things right here. So not like you would do it this way, you'd be a problem because you'd be hanging too low there. I suppose you'd be okay, but actually I suppose you could flip it around if you wanted to, but I'm going to get that tucked up in there. And then for that, you've got screws here that come with the radiator. Do not use the fan screws. As far as I'm aware, you do not want to use the actual easy fan screw things that came with the case. You want to use your actual radiator screws here. I think those easy ones might actually just vibrate over time and release your, I don't know, I feel like they might release your radiator because it's too heavy for them. Now I'll flip it around so you can see this here. Slowly but surely. So I'll space these out with the holes. The first one I'll do are the two end ones. Make sure you position these before you tighten any of them down. Make sure you don't have like a loose one in between the two on the end. Okay, now for the other side. Same thing. Got like that. Oh, and I already put extras on here for the number. I needed 6 in this case. Two per fan on each side. That ratchet mode is really nice for this first one. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got the rails out, and I'm just going to gently start by sliding this onto the rails. Okay, and then slide those back out once I get it in there. I don't want to let it go right now. I need to be very careful. I've got the little screws right here. Of course, my screwdriver's down there. Hey, Iz, would you grab my screwdriver for me, please? Thank you. I'm going to go with this far back one because I think that's going to be the best spot for it. It's underneath the desk, honey. Izzy. Yep, right into there. Thank you. It's good to have helpers. Ooh, I got lucky. There goes one of them. That ratchet mode is real nice here. And then I think I'll come down and get one of them over here. Okay, with 2 of them on, I'm pretty good at this one. I'm still going to hold on to the block. I don't want to hang that. Don't know what I'm going to do with the block once I get this attached. I guess I'm stuck with the hip until I can get that on the... Maybe I can flip it up around on top of the case, actually. Oh, joy. Yeah, there is a little bit of leeway. So if it doesn't quite line up, I loosened all 6 screws, and then I can move. There's just a little bit of lateral movement here in the screws. They don't look like it, but they actually do have a little bit of lateral movement. So I just loosen them up here. I'm going to get this in, and then I'll go back and tighten those up. Man, I tell you, having a nice magnetic screwdriver like this, I've never had one this nice before for a full build. I got this after my last build, so I don't know what it was going to be like for a full build. I'm really enjoying this. Now I'm going to come through here and tighten this up. So then I guess I can set this right here. Okay. So that's all the way back, and then I'll just let that go. Oh my God, it almost rests right there. Hold on. That is perfect, man. Look at that. You see how I got that out? I just put a towel under, and it's enough to catch the slack, so it's not hanging now. Pretty awesome. Maybe I'll put 2 of them under there just to be safe. Yeah, that's too much. I'll just double this up a few times. Interesting story. So when I was figuring out that my other case wasn't going to work, I was using this roll of paper towels to figure out that the board was too long. So I'd like done this thing where I had marked it, and then I would go over the case and line up the screws, and then so this is my tape measure for figuring out my other case didn't work. All right, so now I can proceed to getting the heatsink on the thing. I believe I want this thing to be on its side to do that, so I'm going to work on that right now if that's what I want. Oh, and one more thing. Once you've got that slid all the way in, if you're happy with the fan positions, I would flip this down to lock it so that the sliders can't come out for any reason. And with that radiator on there, it's probably a little bit easier if gravity is working against you to slide out. And that would not be a good thing with the radiator flopping around and hitting your VRMs, and especially without the block attached yet. So now, because now what I want to do is, I'm glad I've got the microfiber here. In fact, I'm going to go get more microfiber because I need to put that around to protect the motherboard as I turn the case upside down or on its side.